Good morning, what's good? We out here. Welcome back to the channel, it's Sean. Yeah, got another hike for you today. It's the 3 Edges challenge, consisting of Derwent, Bamford and Stanage. Although it looks, well, it is a glorious morning, I can't lie, it's a beautiful morning. It is still quite cold, it is quite early, still quite frosty on the ground, so it's beanie and down jacket for the time being. I don't think I'll be having it on for the whole hike. I can guarantee it will warm up a little bit later. I've got the sun cream with me for a little bit later on this afternoon, but for now, still a little bit frosty. You can probably hear the traffic in the background. That is the road that leads you down to the backside of Ladybow Reservoir. So you might even be able to see Win Hill in the distance, Bamford Edge up over there. So where this hike takes you, and I will put it in the description below, it's on all trails. It's described as hard in a 15k hike, but kind of leads you back up the road. I'm starting it going across the Stanage, around to Bamford, probably down to the reservoir, then back up to Derwent, and then probably back across where I've come from, and then back down into here where I've just parked. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what I get up to today. I haven't got the drone, I haven't got the GoPro today. It's just going to be more of a vlog. So I left that at the house yesterday because I took it out for a different video, which might already be up on the channel. So I needed to charge the batteries and whatnot. So but yeah, let's see what I get up to today. Should be an enjoyable hike. I'll stop off on the way, do a little vlog updates. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, it'd be great if you could subscribe, and yeah, welcome back. Let's go. So I'm only 40 minutes in, and the first outfit change of the day has happened. I knew it was going to be a warm one, but yeah, 40 minutes in, the down jacket's been packed away. Still got the beanie out, still a little chill, but certainly when you get walking, yeah, too many layers on for this morning. It's starting to get warmer. Let's carry on, let's go. So as a bit of a recap, there's Manchester Road that I came down in, parked just behind this hill, walked up right across to that farm, and you walk down the road. You come up on the main road a bit, kind of cut through, and it leads you up this trail here and follows on to Stanage and Bamford Edge. Win Hill over there, you can just see Lewes Hill and Mam Tor poking out behind the fog. Absolute beaut morning. So I'm up at what's known as Stanage End. I've actually not been here before, so don't know if I'm looking for any certain icons or any waypoints, but sort of little rock formations scattered all over. See up here, and you got the Derwent Valley behind me. As I say, Win Hill, Crook Hill, all that good stuff. Probably a better view of Stanage End over my shoulder if the sun's not in the way. See all those rock formations, and I'm heading out over that way to Bamford. It's pure panoramic views up here. Wow. And what a day for it. I'm actually gutted I didn't bring the drone. Oh no. I'll have to come back here for that though. Anyway, let's go. Being honest, the route actually says to walk way further down, but I just love the edges. There's absolutely no way I was going to walk in front of this and not scramble up and walk across. It says the scramble back down to get to where you need to is tough. We'll see, but I back myself at the minute. But this is just amazing. If you live near the Peak District and you haven't done these Stanage Edge, Bamford Edge, Derwent Edge, Crook Hill, Win Hill, and it's on your doorstep, you need to get out here and explore. I mean, I've been in Sheffield 5-6 years, and really until the last year hadn't seen this. I hadn't really known about it, hadn't found it as a hobby, but it's really turned into such a huge passion for me now. I just can't believe that this is 30 minutes away from me. Can't wait to get my dad out here as well. I know he'd absolutely love this scene. Fortunately, it's sort of an hour and a half away, and with lockdown, it's just not possible at the minute, but I can't wait to bring him here. He knows all about the lakes. I'm now getting to know all about the peaks, so I'm looking forward to going on trips to both and kind of sharing each other's knowledge on that. So, Dad, can't wait to get you out here.
So free my mind, all the talking, wasting all your time. I've given all that I've
So I'm at Stanage End, and I don't want to leave. I love these little areas like this. I've just been stood out on that little rock there. I love all the little bits where I can go right to the edge. That's what I enjoy about the hiking aspect of this, and the views. I just love when I find new areas as well. I didn't know about this area, now I found it, and it's another one that's accessible. It's even closer than Lady Bower, in fact. So yeah, another absolute gem on my doorstep. Stanage End, not Stanage Edge. That's all the way whipping around there, and I need to be heading over that way to Bamford. But all in all, what a spot this is. Unreal. Not a bad little spot for your lunch, is it? Pasta pot, apple, protein bar, yoghurt, the classic red Doritos, which is my hiking treat. Looking out onto this, feeling absolutely spoiled. This is class. You know what it is as well, I'm just out here for my lunch, but I mean, I've got really into the hiking scene sort of September, October, November time. So, you know, still 4 or 5 months into hiking. I've never really experienced the true sort of spring or summer. I can't wait that I've got that ahead of me. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to try and come out in the evenings up to like spots like this. And yeah, I mean, I've been loving the hiking scene through the wet, the wind, the dark nights, the snow. It's a completely different scene when it's like this. It's just feel absolutely spoiled. I mean, look at this for a view for your lunch. I mean, come on, let's go. Oh, what a vibe. Just dropping down off Stanage now. You can probably see it all in the background. So that's the first edge done. To be fair, it's quite simple to get to from where I parked. I guess it depends where you actually start the free edge challenge. For me, it was Stanage was the closest. So next up, Bamford, and then we'll whip it around to Derwent and back down to the car. But yeah, let's see what the route is like to Bamford Edge. And I'll show you the view of Bamford. Bamford's probably the best view in the peaks. Yeah, it's unreal. So let's go. That's where I've dropped down off. Stanage End. And all of that as it veers round over to the left is Stanage Edge. I'll be cutting off across the top of that hill in a sec towards Bamford. So this part of the route seemed a little bit ambiguous, a little bit grey area. I am following the All Trails route, but there's no designated path as such. You're just kind of cutting across moors, which in this weather is mostly fine. It's still a little bit damp and boggy in places. I guess the sun's just melting the ice caps and whatnot. But yeah, no real designated path. Just kind of working your way through it until you get around to Bamford. But I can imagine in October, November and the pissing rain, This wouldn't be that nice to do, to be honest. And there's some of that boggy dampness I was just speaking about. You can probably hear it. Days, the fuck? So yeah, let's see. Oh my god. It's like being back at Kinder Scout. But come on, look at that view. Stanage Edge. Not too sure if the camera's going to do it any justice whatsoever. Oh, beaut. Still trooping across towards Bamford. Just trying to get that panoramic of Stanage in the background. As I say though, this is all just make up your own route, mossland. One to avoid, I reckon, when it's winter and rain, but luckily on a day like today, yeah, it's absolutely fine. On we go. I think I found the path through the bog, across all that. Looks a little bit drier here, a little bit better underfoot. So I recognise where I am now. I normally come in this way when I'm going to Bamford Edge. I've literally just cut directly across from Stanage. But if you've been this way, you'll recognise some of the views that I'm about to show you. I say Bamford Edge officially is still over that way a little bit, and Great Tor. Say down in there you've got Hope, Castleton. In the background again, Lewes Hill, Mam Tor, Win Hill. But yeah, I should just be able to follow this right round to Great Tor and then check in at Bamford Edge. So it's starting to get a little bit busier. It's understandable, it's a beautiful day. Bamford Edge is probably one of the best views, if not the best view in the peaks. It's really accessible as well, so you can see why many people do it. Sort of, you know, people bring their dogs and whatnot up here. But yeah, it is an incredible view looking down over Lady Bower, across to Win Hill and into the Derwent Valley. But I'll check in when I get there.
We hold hands as if nothing has changed. I go forward, you come back to me. We don't have long to rearrange. The future's not what it used to be.
So that's saying one of the best views in the peaks, looking down on Lady Bower. All this is Bamford Edge. I say where I was on the last video, up in Crook Hill, all the way up to Win Hill. You can see Lewes Hill, Mam Tor behind it. You've got the Edale Valley, Hope, Castleton, all in there, and the Ashopton Viaduct. It's a really famous spot. If you've not done Bamford Edge, you need to come up here. Really accessible, really worth doing. So that's 2 out of the 3 done. This is definitely the most picturesque out of the 3. I think the reservoir just completely is a game changer compared to the views from the others. Stanage is great for the cliffs and the drops, but this is just beautiful, especially on a clear day like this. Anyway, on to the next one. Up into Derwent, I'll check in on the way, and then that'll be that. The 3 edges done. Let's go.
You go to sleep. Time won't wait for me. 'Cause you and I, but presently, the future's not what it used to be.
So I've just come from Bamford there, which you might not be able to see because of the sun. Working my way down, and essentially where this route will go, following the cars to the Ashopton Viaduct. You won't cross it, but you'll come back on yourself, up and then back down to where I started, which is over this hill, and then back down to the car. Bamford Edge, walked across, down through the forest, across the road and back up this path here. As I say, for reference, Win Hill, heading up towards the viaduct, and I'll head there. So it's around 1 PM, it's got a little bit hotter, it's So the beanie's off, replaced with the Seahawk hat. What a day it's turning out to be. I'm heading upwards now in the Derwent Valley. That'll bring me up at Derwent Edge, and that's the three edges done. So coming from Bamford to Derwent's really easy. Kind of walk along Bamford Edge, brings you down through the forest onto the main road. Easy work. So I'm hoping this is going to be the last real major incline of the day. Starting down at road level, up onto Derwent Edge, and then walking up across it, and then back down. What we 3.5 hours in, really enjoyable loop so far. The only sketchy places from Stanage across to Bamford when I went across the moors, but I said got quite lucky because it was somewhat dry. In the winter, be a real bog that. Hopefully you can see Crook Hill over my shoulder. A great angle here of seeing the two towers as well. So you can scramble on both of them. Absolutely fantastic. I have got another video where I'm at Crook Hill scrambling with a drone, so take a look at that. It's a must-do place, and I do feel it's a bit of a hidden gem in the Lady Bower area. So everyone knows about Win Hill and Bamford Edge and coming up to Derwent, but Crook Hill, situated right in the middle of all of it, is a little bit unknown. So if you haven't been there and you like scrambling, I call it the mini Allport Castles. Get up there, have a scramble, let me know how you get on. Crook Hill over the shoulder, Win Hill over there. You can actually see Lewes Hill, Mantor as well. This is just a straight incline. It's like being on Gladiators on a travelator right at the end. Come on, keep it moving. Come on, let's go. Whew. So in terms of the geography of the area, that's where I essentially started across Stanage End onto Stanage Edge, crossed that moor all the way up and over to Bamford Edge there, came down to the left and then dropped down into the valley. Came all the way around, then up the face of this hill, up that path where those 3 or 4 people are, and then coming up this hill, up to the top of Derwent Edge. What a view. Lady Bower, up to Derwent Dam up there, Crook Hill straight ahead, behind Lewes Hill, Mantor, Win Hill up there, pan across, Bamford Edge, you got Burbage and Stanage Edge all across there. The views from Derwent Edge are incredible. I think I've probably said this on every edge I've got to. It's like, oh, this is the best one, this is amazing. They're all great for different reasons that I found out today. Stanage for the sheer drops and the sort of scrambling and climbing abilities there. Bamford, just because of the way it looks down onto Lady Bower, is just gorgeous. And then Derwent, just for the panoramic views to literally see Stanage, Burbage, Bamford over there. You can see Win Hill over that way, Lewes Hill, Mantor, the Edale Valley, heading over to Allport and Kinder Scout. Just pure panoramic views. It helps that it's such a clear, warm day as well. You can see for miles and miles, but you really feel that from here you can see a huge portion of the whole Peak District. It's just absolutely fantastic. I'm just heading up to go a little bit higher, then I veer off to the right, and then I come back down, and that's it done. It's well worth doing this, the 3 Edges Challenge in and around Lady Bower. I say on all trails it says it's hard. I would put it under the moderate category. I don't think it's too bad in terms of 15k, a couple of hours. If you've got all day to do it, you've got some food on the way, some water, yeah, you'd be absolutely fine. Give it a go. So I'm basically on the home straight now. You can probably hear the traffic behind me on Manchester Road. This is back where I started this morning. 4.5 hours later, 22,000 steps, and some amazing views and some amazing weather. So it's funny how when I started, I was in the down jacket, the beanie. Now taking off quite a few layers. Got the Seahawks cap out, but it's still an amazing, beautiful day. What's the time? 2:15. So I got out here at sort of 9:30 time I started, and you can see up there Stanage End where the first edge was. But to kind of summarise the walk, yeah, really, really enjoyable. Great to see different parts of the Lady Bower area in one. It's a loop I've wanted to do for a while, so I'm glad I finally got out and got it done. I said I've not seen Stanage Edge like that before. I've done different routes in and around it, and it's just a great area. So it's really popular for climbing, so if you do go that way, you'll no doubt see some people rope climbing and whatnot up there, which is something I'd like to try at some points at Ed Fairs, get me involved somewhere down the line. But I'll probably bring the video to a close here. As I say, Down below I will do the all trails link if you want to see it, have a look. Hopefully it will actually tie it to the loop that I've done so you can see the exact time, steps, where I stopped, and all of that. And the next video, not too sure where I'll be going next, but I'll try and get the drone, the GoPro out, all the gear. If you have any recommendations for walks, let me know. And as I say, thanks for coming along. If you are new here, please do subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We out here, baby. Let's go.